Welcome to Dropkick, the Commute for July 26, 2024. We have a packed day, a packed week of wrestling. Hello, Galeer. How are you?
Hi.
How's your summer?
You act like we haven't talked at all. It's alright. Update on the AC, it's working again. I don't know what happened.
Dude, it needs to make up its fucking mind.
Yeah. You know, this is a saga. This is some long-term,
storytelling.
I don't know what's going on. My AC went into business for itself.
Crazy.
And, you know, he's kind of a scumbag.
Yeah. I think,
fucking... What did I in my life ever do to deserve a empty-headed fucking dumb fuck like my car's AC to go out in this blistering 87-degree weather and go into business for himself? What did I do? Mufussy? What did I do?
Nothing. A whole bunch of nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Picture me as Tony Khan right now, sitting here like with my eyes wide open. Yeah.
I don't know. Get your fucking talent under control. My AC's being a bitch.
You and your AC need to have a match at SummerSlam, just like the build for this week and next week, because we're only a week away from SummerSlam. You like that?
I sure can.
Yeah. Are we 1 week away? Yeah, we're 1 week away. Next Saturday.
1 week away as we record this.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's get into it, because we have a lot to cover. We have Raw, NXT, and a packed Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts was crazy.
It was bloody. It was gutsy.
Yeah. It was gutsy.
It was everything.
It was my everything, Blood and Guts. Let's start off with Raw. Galeer, Gunther doubled down. Everyone's a bum. You're a bum.
Everyone's street trash.
Everyone is street trash. It's crazy.
Wants to lean into? Do you think this was his choice? I feel like this is something that Gunther wouldn't really care to do, because I feel like he doesn't really care too much about like character work. I feel like he just wants to wrestle.
Or maybe that's what he's trying to do now. Who knows? It could have been the writers. It's probably the writers. I know.
I remember in an interview someone asked him about the Wyatt Six, and he was just like, I don't do that stuff.
Yeah. He's just like, nah, I'm here to wrestle.
But yeah, he, I don't think we ever covered it last week because we didn't really go over Raw that much, but he was like, living on the street is a choice.
Yeah. Living on the street is a choice. Damian Priest is a bum. He didn't have to live that way. And he's going to win that title off of him to prove that Damian Priest is a bum, and he's going to send him back to the streets.
I want you to go up to somebody, some random person.
Yeah.
Well, some random homeless person, and say, that's a choice.
Yeah, that's
a choice. See how it
goes.
Let me know. Report back to me, okay?
That's a choice. You chose to be there. But yeah, so that's going to be a really good SummerSlam match, and Gunther's going to win. Gunther's going to win, dude. That's what I say.
Like my belief is a little suspended, or my disbelief rather. I'm almost kind of, I don't know. I'm a little flip-floppy on this.
Who do you want to win? Do you want Gunther to win, or do you want Damian to win?
I want Gunther to win so he can have the world title, but I want Damian to win so people will take him a little more seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I can agree with that.
I feel like this is one of those things where I feel like anything could happen.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily as cut and dry as we might predict it to be.
Right.
So, I think, I don't know, let's we'll find out. That's all I gotta say about that one.
We will. Braun Breaker had a match with Ilya Dragunov. They had a match.
Dragunov!
And this was a good match, but we had a weird, like, I don't know. They were outside the ring, and Ilya went to jump off the apron. Braun spears him out of midair, and the commentators were like, Ilya's head hit the apron, holy shit. And then the ref ends the match there. It's done. Braun wins. And
I think.
do you think that was real, or do you think it was a work? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. I
think it was a work because it's just like, wow,
Braun's crazy.
Is a serious threat. Hang on, I'm at the T-Bell drive. Yeah. I think they're trying to push just. They made a big mistake not putting that belt on him. We did not need Super Sammy. We're gonna get Super Sammy meeting the end of his title reign, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I really think Braun should have got it the first time. I don't think we needed this extra month of like, look how badass Braun is. We already know how badass he is.
We already knew. We've been new, dude.
Yeah. So it was a little wacky.
Also, poor Ilya. Ilya's just as crazy.
Yeah.
So like, to put him in that position where they have to stop the match, it's like, it's a bold choice in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think they. I mean, I guess it's just like, we really want to make sure everyone knows that Braun is not to be messed with, but it's one of those things where I feel like you could have done it with maybe somebody else.
Yeah.
Ilya, I was really excited when Ilya got called up, so he's definitely not where I'd like to see him.
Yeah, I can agree. I think they should focus. I don't know. They're kind of Ilya's kind of playing like second fiddle here in this story. I guess he's third wheeling actually.
I hate it. I'm not a fan of it because I think to make him like the C character in this, it's just like he's the filler. He's the guy getting thrown around between the two of them. He's been taking L after L.
Yeah, he has. I think it would be cool if from this, though, like, Braun wins the IC title. Maybe we'll get another, like, Braun-Ilya feud on the main roster. I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be cool. I just, like, I want to see him stop losing,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Like, King of the Ring was hopeful, but now I'm just kind of questioning everything.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Braun continued through the end of the night, though. The end of the night, we had a tag match with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day. And surprisingly, Jey and Sami won this match. I was kind of thinking some bullshit was going to happen, but Jey and Sami won this match clean. And then Braun Breaker came out again and spears Sami as they're celebrating. So it's like, look, Braun's mean. Braun's crazy.
End the show.
Yeah, which is again a choice. We know that Braun is a badass. We don't need it like drilled here. Again, he should have won already, but yeah, they're just really taking it home. Like, look, Braun is spearing everybody. He's crazy. So. Wow. But yeah, I was very surprised with Jey and Sami actually like winning this match. I thought the Judgment Day was gonna
I kind of love
again.
it though because it almost kind of is like setting something up for Sam, like when Sami loses the
right. Yeah, that could be cool to see like Jey and Sami in a tag team again. If he loses it, they pair those two up again. That'd be so fun.
Long lost friends.
Yeah. So that was a good match though overall. I thought everyone looked strong in it. And yeah, it went hard. So.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. We got. Let's see.
You know what else was hard?
Dominic Mysterio. His penis. His genitalia.
Okay.
Dom came. Well, let's start off with earlier in the show. Dom and Rhea were backstage talking, and she's like, "No one touches Jey Uso. No one's gonna fight him. No one touches Jey Uso." And they're like, "What? We already have a match against him." And she's like, "Oh, fine." And he's like, "Why do you care about Jey so much? What's the problem?" And
it's not that deep, bro.
Yeah, and Dom brings up her social media like his wasn't a problem. And he was like, Rhea, mommy, I've seen you, mommy, I've seen you posting
can I just
things
say,
about Jay.
Like, I'm down with the whole mommy thing. I just hate when he says it. It, like, sounds so cringe.
Mommy, please.
Mommy.
But
and,
yeah.
Like, I guess it works, though, because I hate that fucker.
Yeah, you're supposed to. So it's good. But yeah, he's like, Mommy, I've seen your social media. And she's like, oh, like yours isn't a problem? And then she finds out that Dom was talking to Liv backstage. Really, it was Liv talking at Dom, and Dom saying, you can't be back here, no! So, Rhea finds out, and she drags his ass to the ring, and she's like, Liv, if you want him so bad, come take him, you bitch! And, her music plays, and she shows up in the crowd. She comes out of one of the entrances in the crowd, and she's like, hey, Daddy Dom. She said it like 20 times, Daddy Dom.
We get it.
She's like, Daddy Dom, say those 3 little words. We know you're thinking the same thing as me. And he goes off on her. He's like, you dumb bitch. Like, I want nothing to do with you. You ruined my life. He goes off in Spanish. I don't know what he said. I don't speak Spanish.
He called her an asshole.
Oh, shit.
I use Google Translate. It's either that or, like, it's just derogatory. He said derogatory in Spanish.
So, yeah, he fucking went off on her, and she starts to cry, and she, like, turns away, and she's like, she leaves, and Rhea fucking kisses his forehead and then licks his cheek. And he backs up. He's like, oh my god. I was like, what the fuck?
They like break the internet with this shit every week, man. And like, it really has me wondering who's writing this. Yeah. Or if it's like their own. Again, it's where that line is blurred. I'm like, what's their own and what's written by them? Because I think to a degree, some of it is booked knowing that like the IWC is horny as fuck.
Right.
So they're leaning into that, and as they should, you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like it's definitely not as bad as like Attitude Era, like, you know, bra and panties matches and shit like that.
You don't want another live sex celebration when Rhea wins?
Not in particular, because if you actually hear Liv or Lita talk about that, she did not want anything to do
and neither
with that.
did Edge.
Neither did Edge.
Yeah, they both talk about how they were like fucking traumatized by that, and Vince was like, no, you go out there and you make it look real, damn it.
Sex.
It's fucking gross.
You gotta have so much sex.
Everybody wants to see this. No one does. Fucking horrible.
Yeah, as long as we don't get to that point, I'm fine. But you know, we do get some. There's always a highlight from each show.
Yeah, there is.
The Rhea licking Dom's face and you know, Liv Morgan showing her ass.
Yeah.
So you know, go off. Dom is turning on Rhea at SummerSlam.
100%, dude.
This is like the
100%.
This is the swerve, you know.
They're gonna have a custody of Dom match, and Dominic is going to come in the ring just like Vicky Guerrero, and
he's gonna shake the ladder.
He's gonna shake the ladder. It's gonna happen. Dom is 100% gonna turn on him, turn on her.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So
it's gonna be good.
Gotta be good stuff. Drama. Ooh, dude. We had Otis go absolutely crazy in his tag match.
He finally got to shine.
He got to do the worm. He went fucking crazy in his match. It was so good to see. Otis is back. We're back. We're so back.
We're so back. The worm is back.
Yeah.
Otis is back. I'm back. You're back.
Yeah.
You know who's not back? Chad Gable. Fuck that guy.
He got fucked by Uncle Howdy. That sell on that Sister Abigail was incredible. My man went vertical.
God.
Top of his head went completely vertical.
One of the best Sister Abigails I've seen.
It was so clean. So clean.
People are out here like, he's not threatening this, that. Fucking, he's never gonna be Bray. And it's like, okay, cool, he's not trying to be Bray.
Yeah, dude, that moment right there, like, yeah, Sister Abigail, whatever, it's an homage, it's fucking, Bray's move, but that picture right there of him doing that in that ring, like, that's Bo Dallas. That's his own version, and that was badass.
It's not about Bo Dallas. It's about Bray.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as doing him a disservice when you're simply paying homage to him by.
And he's his brother. He's his brother. It's not like it's some random fucking person.
Bro, they look alike. Have you seen them side by side? They look alike.
Yeah. And you cannot tell me that in that first run, like, the stuff right before Bray passed, you cannot tell me that this isn't what Bray would have wanted, right? Like, I'm sure they talked about some of this shit.
Also, who else is gonna fucking do that shit? Only he can carry that on.
Yeah,
no one else would be able to fill in.
I saw an abysmal take that was like, oh, WWE's using his death as, like, just money, like a cash grab. Absolutely. If it was some random fucking person, yeah, sure, maybe. You could maybe make that argument. It's his fucking brother.
Okay, man. Like, say that shit about literally any other, like, sibling of a professional wrestler or like, second generation. Like, I don't know, Cody Rhodes, for example. He dyed his hair to look like his dad.
Yeah.
He's doing the American Nightmare thing. You gonna, like, I don't know. Give me another one. Who's another fucking second generation, third generation wrestler? Like, the Von Erich brothers.
Dude, fucking Charlie Dempsey looking exactly like William Regal in the ring. You're gonna tell me that, like, no, it's fucking
It's
stupid.
not gimmick. It's not gimmick infringement if
it's your fucking family.
If it's your family, dude. It's like Hook with the FTW championship.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of more. Like, it's like, relax. Like, wrestling as an entire, like, as a whole thing.
You know what it's like? It's like Mark Briscoe. Like, Mark Briscoe still does the, like, Dem Boys thing, and he comes out with the same Jumbotron video. It'd be like saying, oh, AEW's using Dem Boys as a cash grab. No, it's fucking Mark Briscoe. He was in it.
Yeah, and like, wrestling as an entity is all imitation.
Yeah, especially at this point.
It's all callbacks. Most matches you see are like rehearsed parts of, and it's like callbacks to older wrestling matches. Like, that's just what wrestling is. Same when people talk about LA Knight trying to be like The Rock and Stone Cold. It's like, well, if he was trying to be The Rock and Stone Cold, he'd be using their catchphrases and shit. He's original enough to have his own catchphrases and things that he says. And sure, yeah, it's very reminiscent of The Rock, but that's just wrestling, man.
Yeah.
Like, that wrestling is imitation. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's so
It's
goofy.
just that's what it, and like, yes, you should try to be original and try to reinvent the wheel, but also people pop when they see fucking, like, Rey Mysterio hit the Three Amigos because it's Eddie's move and he's doing it in his honor.
Yeah.
And like, or when any fucking Samoan uses a Samoan drop or like a fucking Uranagi, or when Nia Jax hits the whatever the fucking move is, and that was Yokozuna's move. It's like, wrestling is repetition and wrestling is imitation, and there's no way around it. And you can be original, yes, but to some degree you will be using something that you previously have watched in tape or would like to recreate in some way.
Yeah.
It's not like Uncle Howdy was an original character by Bray that Bo Dallas played.
Right.
So why are we acting like it wasn't always that way?
Right. Another perfect example is Dominic Mysterio right now. He is Eddie. He is Eddie, but his own version.
He's Eddie in China.
It'd be
Him
like,
and Rhea are Eddie in China.
It'd be like saying WWE is using Dom as a cash grab to make him like Eddie. No, bro. It's his fucking uncle, basically. Like, let him be.
I'm sorry.
Goofy.
I can almost guarantee you. I cannot speak for how Eddie might feel about this, but I can only imagine he's pretty proud of Dominic getting where he is.
If Eddie was still alive right now and in WWE, they'd be a fucking tag team. That would be them, and they would be having the feud of a lifetime with Ray. Like, I don't know, it's fucking stupid, and the internet annoys me sometimes, but
also, imitation is the highest form of flattery.
It's true. It's true. Anyways, annoying. Let's hop over to NXT. NXT cooked this week. Very good. NXT NA. We had a crazy Joe Hendry vignette. I thought it was like damn, like this is cinematic, it's badass. Joe Hendry, talked about his rise to fame. He went viral in 2 companies. They even said it like what we said. They're like, he's viral in 2 companies right now. Like, crazy, very good vignette. And he's like, for the first time ever, I'm bringing my acclaimed concert to NXT next week.
Hell yeah, brother.
So that'll be fun.
What do you think he's gonna call out?
Gallus.
Oh, that's correct. Yes.
Because Gallus, they're kind of building him so Gallus went outside and Joe Hendry put a bunch of flyers on their windshield. And
signed flyers, mind you.
Signed flyers. He apparently went around to every car in the parking lot and left those flyers on every car. So there was a bunch of fans that came out and they were like, oh my god, there's a signed Joe Hendry thing on my windshield. That's fucking crazy.
He should have showed up with the TNA World title.
That would have been cool. He doesn't... no, like we talked about...
we already had this conversation.
Yeah, we already had this. Yeah. It'd be cool if he had it, but he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it.
It'd be nice.
If he was TNA World Champion, wouldn't it be nice? But yeah, very cool. Excited to see the Joe Hendry concert. We're gonna see what we get from that. Trick started off the show. Trick Williams came out and he was like, hey, I'm sick of this shit. I'm mad. And Cedric Alexander comes out and he's like, yo, Trick, you gotta chill. Don't be blindsided by all this revenge and hate. And Trick is like, fuck you. And Cedric is like, okay, let's have a match tonight.
What is Cedric's role in NXT? Like, is he?
I don't know.
He feels like a GM adjacent.
Yeah, he kind of feels like a manager, like GM type character.
I really don't know.
But also he wrestles sometimes.
Oh yeah, and then Ashante the Adonis keeps following Cedric around. And he's like, stop paying attention to Trick and pay attention to me.
Yeah.
And that's like a whole other thing. But yeah, they Trick and Cedric had a little match. It was good. I love watching Cedric wrestle.
Yeah, he's fun. How long has he been wrestling?
2017, 2018. He was like cruiserweight champion. Did you ever watch when the Hurt Business was a faction?
Yeah. I saw Hurt Business.
Yeah, dude, I have opinions. I mean, just like most people have opinions about the Hurt Business, but
yeah,
that just really makes sense.
Yeah.
But now that's not happening anymore. Anyways, Bobby Lashley and MVP are gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, No, Cedric's a great wrestler. He was very prominent in PWG, like in the Indies. He came through with that whole crop of talent, like in like 2017, I want to say. But you know, they cooked. Trick went over.
Yeah, he did.
Trick went over. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember what happened after that.
Yeah, that match, I don't know. I wasn't super
I don't know
paying
what's
attention.
going on with
but
Trick.
Trick's kind of all over the place. He wants to go for the title again. Basically, he's like, I called up my old friends. I want the title back. That's what I need. And it's like, okay.
Oh yeah, and then Pete Dunne was back there.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
so
random.
Pete Dunne. So at the end of that match, Pete Dunne attacks Trick, and I guess now Pete Dunne is feuding with Sheamus on the main roster and Trick on the
That's what I was
on
gonna
NXT.
say. He's in two different feuds, and I only want to see one of them, and that's with Sheamus.
Yeah. This one feels a little random. Pete Dunne is just... Even Pete Dunne, dude. He was sitting backstage with Trick, and Trick's like, what's your problem, bro? And he's like, I don't know. You'll see. And then he attacks Trick,
You'll see.
and he gets in the ring and shrugs. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So very weird.
He's just picking beef with everybody.
Trick's booking is weird, too. I think they're just doing it so they can have Ethan Page hold the title for a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ethan Page, he's...
You talk about this, because this shit was funny.
So, he was backstage, and he pulls a ref over, and he's like, hey, you're a ref, right? He's clearly got the fucking shirt on, so yeah, he's a ref. And he's like, when Oro pinned me last week, that didn't count, right? And he's like, well, no, it wasn't like an actual match or anything, so... And he goes, all right, thank you, come on. And he, like, takes him out to the ring, and he's like, I have an announcement, and he's like, he was like, tell them what you just told me. And it's like, it didn't count, but you did get pinned for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Oro Mensah shows up, fucking takes him by surprise, pins him, and the ref goes and counts it. It was so funny.
It was incredible. I was dying, dude. And
Ethan Page is just like having a crisis over this. He's like, no, I didn't get pinned.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see that match on night 2 of the bash.
Yeah. So he went to Ava and was like, yeah, I need a match. This is ridiculous. And she's like, okay,
yeah.
I'll get a contract signed.
I feel like it would make more sense for Ethan Page to be like, I don't want that match. I don't need that match.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get pinned.
Do you think he's gonna?
He's not gonna get pinned. No, not by Oro. We're not gonna play hot potato with the NXT title and give it to Oro Mensah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I hate Metaphor, I think.
Why?
Their entrance...
I mean, I don't hate them. I'm just kind of like, what is the like gimmick here? Is there a gimmick?
Yeah, I don't think there's a gimmick. They're just there. But also the entrance reminds me of the Believer video from Imagine Dragons.
A lot of history with that song.
With the colors.
That video.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe their entrance just triggers me. I don't know.
Yeah. That could be very valid. I miss Noam Dar. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope he's chilling. I
want him back.
The main event of NXT absolutely cooked, man. Holy fucking shit.
We got ourselves a little treat, a little something to snack on.
We had the Rascals versus Nathan Frazier and Axiom, and Bouncy Boy, Javon Evans. Fucking crazy, dude. I think my favorite sequences in this match was fucking, when Javon got tagged in with West. And they had their little sequence there. Insane.
Dude. Oh man, Javon Evans and Wesley is like a dream match, dude.
Breaking out my
Why I really
soul,
wanted,
I don't quit.
I really wanted Wes to win that North American Championship so that maybe Javon Evans could go for it and we'd get some really killer matches.
But now you got, since he didn't win, you got the Rascals.
It's true.
So what's all, you know.
We can't complain too much.
Yeah. Dude, I love the Rascals. I love them.
See, it's great. You're finally on to them, dude.
Yeah.
They're a great tag team. And I see some gold in the future.
I do too. Oh, we had a really fun. Speaking of gold, we had a really funny bit with Axiom and Nathan Frazier where Axiom was like, "Hey, I just want to tell you, I'm gonna be on Speed next week," and Nathan Frazier's like, "What the fuck? It was a problem when I was on Speed, but you can be on Speed?" And he's like,
"Yeah, we were fine."
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, we're fine. Nothing happened here." And he's like, "God damn it!" So
poor Nathan Frazier.
It's a little funny. But.
Also, street fight.
Oh yeah.
Brooks and Briggs had a street fight, or whatever you want to call it.
No DQ match.
It was so good.
Yeah.
They fucking beat the hell out of each other. And by beat the hell out of each other, I mean Brooks beat the hell out of Josh Briggs.
Yeah, the entire time. I loved the spot right after they went through the announce table where they took the NXT like banner from the table, put it on the corner, like in the turnbuckles, and then they did like a little catapult, and he hit the top of the banner. I was like, oh.
So cool. Very creative.
Yeah.
Sean Spears looking like he's gonna maybe take Brooks under his wing.
Yep.
Or something like that. So, yeah, we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
I think it'll help Brooks Jensen to have a manager of some sort.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I don't think he's really that great, like, as a promo. I mean, that whole segment with Ava was just, like, insufferable when he was, like, had his meeting with Ava.
Yeah, it was.
So, I think this will be good. We'll see where that goes. I feel like things are unfinished with him and Josh Briggs.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're gonna feud for a while because again, it plays into Josh Briggs. Like he was like, "Hey, I vouched for you," and so they're probably gonna play on that for a while.
Yeah, I wish there was something more with the whole incidents in the crowd, like, because they didn't outright explain it, and then all of a sudden next week, the week after the last like crowd incident where he came out, they were just like, Brooks Jensen has been wrecking havoc, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, right.
It just, the reveal felt very underwhelming because it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
I think if they showed him during that match where Javon got hit, I think if they showed him, like showed his face, it would have been like, oh shit, that's him. So
right, kind of like your typical like wrestler comes out in black and then like a mask and whatever, and
yeah,
like, you know, so
yeah,
yeah,
it was really good.
NXT, not a bad episode. We got Bash next week. I know we got Thea Hale and Roxanne.
Yep,
Thea Hale did a nice little promo. Roxanne got mad that she didn't get promo time.
We're also gonna see Albadon and Isla and Alba Fire on NXT they're gonna defend the women's championships. So
Lash and Jakara, right?
Yep, I think that's happening on night one as well. So it's gonna be good. I don't know what
your beef is. I like Metaphor.
I don't like them. I don't know. They don't connect with me. Maybe I gotta...
You just don't understand. You don't understand the Metaphor.
I don't understand.
Get it?
Yeah, that was funny.
Get it?
You know what else was funny?
Blood and Guts.
The opening of AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts in Nashville, Tennessee, baby.
Dude, you can thank him later.
Yeah.
Fucking, we're all American in this.
We are.
Dude, MJF never struck me as an all-American kind of boy. I thought it was gonna be like, I thought he was just gonna recreate the Triple B.
Right.
But instead has turned the International Championship into the American Championship.
He is an American hero. He threw the international title into the trash, and he fucking stands there, holds up the belt. We got a bunch of red, white, and blue confetti, and then a fucking flag falls down with 50 of his faces on it, dude.
Oh, God. Yeah, it was very MJF.
Yeah.
And then Ospreay comes out. He said, I got my rematch.
Can you please say it in the voice?
I got my rematch and all in Wembley, bruv.
And MJF is like, what? Huh? Who approved
and then
this?
And then MJF runs away, and then Will Ospreay grabs the belt out of the trash. Please, for the love of God, don't do the thing where they hold their own versions of the belt.
Yeah, do you think they're both gonna come out with it at All In?
I fucking hope not, dude. I'm over it. I just know that Will Ospreay is very clearly gonna win the belt back at All In.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here for it.
Yeah. This was a really good angle with this. Did you see what fucking MJF tweeted today?
No, what did he tweet
It's a
today?
picture of him holding the American Championship, and he says, I haven't forgotten what the Redcoats did to our people. Hashtag American hero.
God. Oh, we're doing this. Okay.
So good.
They already tried doing this once with Cody Rhodes and Anthony Ogogo. Please don't take me down this road again. Yeah, I want you to go back and look at the fucking the Cody solving racism promo.
Oh, okay.
Where he's like, I'm American. My wife is black. I'm not racist. I cured racism.
Oh my God. I have never seen that. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Oh yeah, literally just look up Cody solves racism.
All right, I will.
And then also, yeah, just maybe I would say watch the match, but that's probably not worth your time. They made it this whole America versus the UK type deal. It was weird. So bad.
Well, they're doing it again, but this time for All In London.
Oh, well, hopefully it's better.
Yeah.
I'm just getting flashbacks, you know.
We went to the coin flip to determine who has the advantage for Blood and Guts. The ref is there. He's like, look, I got a coin. We're going to go knock on the door of the EVPs. And they go in there, and Christopher Daniels is on the ground, and the EVPs are standing there. And they're like, oh, hey guys. And Christopher Daniels is just in pain. And they're like,
yeah, it's so random, and it's so nonchalant. They're just like, oh hey, what's up?
Yeah. So they flipped the coin, and apparently they used a double-sided coin so that the EVPs win. So they have the advantage in Blood and Guts, which we will talk about in a few moments here. But we had some more matches to go through. Jericho versus Suzuki. What'd you think?
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Very good match.
Yeah, Chop Fest.
I'm all for some people don't care for the Chop Fest.
Yeah.
I love that shit, man.
Yeah, it's
I could watch two dudes chopping each other for 10 minutes straight. I did. I watched two dudes chop each other for 10 minutes straight. They definitely surpassed the amount of chops that him and Shibata did, I think.
Yeah.
But I think specifically when it comes to Suzuki, I can watch that for hours because Suzuki's just so fucking insane.
Yeah.
Go back and watch. I'm giving you a lot of homework. Go back and watch his match with Samoa Joe on Dynamite if you haven't.
Okay.
Same deal. Even better, honestly. It is better.
I might have seen that. Was that one early on, or was it?
It was like 2022, maybe. He might have seen it. Great match though, and it's a very like physical match. I don't think were weapons even used.
I don't think so.
Which I love since it is the FTW Championship. But,
yeah.
Purely physical match. Chops most of the time. Jericho looks fucking tired. He's bleeding from his chest. Suzuki's cracked.
Yeah.
And all it takes is a low blow, and a Judas effect takes him out.
Yeah.
Jericho retains. I don't have too much to say about this, except he was celebrating, and Suzuki got right back up, and he's like, "You motherfucker, you hit me in the nuts."
Yeah.
And then we get Big Bill and Brian Keith coming out, to out smart him, and then Shibata's back. His music hits. I think we're slowly just gonna get those boys coming back one by one.
Yeah, I think so.
And, I think ultimately this has to end with Hook winning back that championship.
Yeah, do you think that'll be the all-in match? Do you think they're gonna do like
maybe all in? I feel like they probably will do it for all in. That's what it's looking like. But like, it has to be Hook again. I feel like that's just Hook's championship. Like I think we've established that.
Right.
Like we can pass it around to other people like Jack Perry and like Ricky Starks and whoever else held it at any point, but like I think just because of like the history of it and the foundation of it, like it's got to be Hook's.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry. Whenever I see Shibata now, I just think 7 minutes Shibata. It pops into my head every time, dude.
7 minutes Shibata.
7 minutes Shibata. It's very goofy and silly.
Ugaga Shibata.
Ugaga.
We had Hikaru Shida versus DMD, baby.
Yeah, this was a good
Shida
one.
Looks great in this match.
Yeah, I agree. She looked really badass, and I saw a thing. Maybe we're gonna get a Shida like heel turn pretty soon here.
Yeah, she's feeling very heel right now, and I love it.
Yeah.
Again, she's never really been one to do like character work, and now all of a sudden, like she's cutting great promos in English, which is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And, like her fucking gear was so sick.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It was very cool, and again, it's just like an old rivalry rekindled for one night only with Dr. Britt Baker, and it was a good match. Ultimately, Britt Baker on top, and again, the moment is spoiled when Mercedes Moné comes out and ruins her celebration.
Yeah, she's like, "You want your match at All In?" No.
God, I hate her. She's so mean.
That bitch.
But you know who isn't mean?
Who?
Camille!
Oh my god, I didn't know who it was, so it wasn't very exciting for me. But she looks cool.
They said on commentary, like, "Oh my god, this could be AEW's new signing." It's like,
It's the hottest
bro,
free agent.
She's been signed since January. Don't play with us.
Oh my god.
And people have been complaining that she hasn't been used, and I almost wonder if bringing her to this show was a response to that, or if it just so happened that this was the day they planned on bringing her back.
Yeah.
It just seems that when the internet calls, Tony Khan will deliver. Like, where's this person? Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Where's Britt Baker? She's back. Where's Camille? She's back.
Yeah.
Where is why isn't Saraya getting booked? Oh, she's getting booked.
You're right. Very call and response.
Call and response. Again, it could all just be happenstance, but
Yeah.
Camille's back. Camille's a former NWA Women's World Champion. She's a fucking brick house. She can fucking step on me.
I agree.
No further questions. Let's move on.
You know who else can step on me?
Mariah May.
The glamour. Mommy Mariah May. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. She is winning that championship.
Dude, she came out and was like doing a little promo. Fucking Tony Storm came out. She is unhinged. Her heart is broken. She's ready to fucking fight. She goes, "Are you ready to fight to the death? 'Cause I am."
Yeah, dude.
That
I love it.
that should be the main event. I'm gonna say it.
I would love that. This match has the most emotion going.
It's got the most emotion. It's got the most story. Maybe like the only good story going into All In, and I'm all for it, man. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah. Toni Storm being crazier than she already was is gold.
Yeah.
20. And it's just gonna be such a good match. And notice too how Mariah was stealing her moves.
Yep.
Doing the hip attack, doing the Storm Zero. You thought for a sec now she's doing the whole glamour thing. Okay, she's not gonna keep copying Toni, but she's still using her moves and stuff.
Yeah.
She's the understudy.
Right.
You know?
So, it's, that's probably the match I'm most hyped for. It's crazy. 2 pay-per-views in a row. It's the match I'm most hyped for. It's,
yeah.
That's what's got the story, that's what's got the emotion, and it's gonna be badass. Blood and guts. Let's try and get through this kind of quick.
Yeah, good luck.
But there was so much in this match, dude.
I kept texting you and I was like, holy shit, this, and you were like, just wait.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, that, and you were like, it gets worse.
Yeah. Let's just start off saying Team AEW wins. They are now 1-1. The Elite and Team AEW are 1-1. This only makes me think that there's going to be a stadium stampede at All In, and then Team AEW is going to win, or some shit.
Right?
You know,
they did stampede at the last All In.
Yeah. So I imagine there's going to be another.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. That would be cool. Although, Team AEW, well, the teams are both going to have to shift a little bit because a lot of them are in title matches.
Right.
And so if that happens, and if the Elite defend their tag team championships at Wembley, which I think they should.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think that'll happen at Wembley.
Yeah.
Unless they pull double duty, which I also don't think will happen.
Yeah.
So
who knows?
I would like for it to happen, but I would also, a good chunk of the people in the Elite have championships, so you could imagine they're probably going to be in feuds of their own.
Yeah. So
can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jack Perry, I think, was the MVP of this match.
Oh yeah, he was crazy in this, and anyone that doubted Jack Perry or hates Jack Perry still, I don't think you should doubt his in-ring ability at all. We've seen it. He can fucking go, and he was definitely the MVP in this. There was some crazy stuff in this.
Yeah. Why don't we go over the big spots?
Yeah, so starting off right out of the gate, Jack Perry and Darby come out, and Jack Perry immediately attacks Darby before he even gets in the cage. They go into the crowd. They have a little crowd battle here. There was so many things. We had scissors in the mouth to Jack Perry. We had the Rainmaker Drive sign come back from Okada. We had a barbed wire sandwich with Anthony Bowens. Fucking one of the Jacksons fucking sentoned onto him and just right in between 2 barbed wire boards. And then immediately after that, Max Caster got a bunch of tacks in his mouth from Okada.
They filled his mouth with tacks and then super kicked him.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Are you kidding me?
I was like, holy fuck.
And you look at it and I don't know how those can be gimmicked,
Yeah. Right.
I don't
What are they, shiny candy?
God.
I don't think so, bud.
I mean, hey, I won't totally write off the possibility, but thinking about it being tacks is pretty unnerving, so we're gonna call them tacks.
Because you have tacks in your mouth, right? I'm sure, okay, not hard to swallow. It's gotta be chopping up the inside a little bit, and then you get fucking super kicked. How do you not swallow one?
Ouch.
How do you keep them in the front of your mouth without it hurting? I don't know. That's fucking crazy.
How do you spit them out?
Yeah, and then they all fall out of his mouth when he gets super kicked. Some fly up in the air. I was like, holy shit.
God, it made me want to die.
Then right after that, Hangman's music plays. He doesn't come out, and I was like, oh, he attacked Swerve backstage. But that's not what happened.
Right. No, I predicted, I was like, he's gonna wait till Swerve comes out and chase him out.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. So then Swerve comes out, Hangman comes out, hits him with a chair, handcuffs Swerve to the outside of the cage and just beats the shit out of him. Hits him with the title. He's like, you don't deserve this. You've never deserved this. This is mine. You don't need this. Knocks him out. Keeps fucking hitting him. And then the Jacksons are like, what the fuck are you doing? Get in the ring or you're fired. So Hangman stops and he's like, God damn it. So he gets in and he goes face to face with Okada. And Okada's like, come at me, bro. Like, what are you doing? I'm here for them. You're not here for them. You're just fucking nothing. And so there's some little turbulence there. Lot of shit going on in the ring. And while that's happening, they lock the cage. The match starts even with Swerve out there, but then Jeff Jarrett and Billy Gunn come save Swerve. Prince Nana's there with wire cutters, and they cut the cage open. Swerve gets in there and goes fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, he fucking killed everybody in there, and Hangman was the last one standing, and it was... God, I wish this match was at All In, but you know what? I'll take this.
Yeah, very intense stare down, very incredible. They need to put Hangman in there or something, dude. Like,
we need it.
We need it.
I don't think we realize how important this is. Yes, Danielson winning the world title is pretty important, but man.
Yeah, wrong choice.
We need Hangman and Swerve, dude.
Yeah. The staple gun is back.
Oh my god.
The staple gun is back. So Swerve
Everyone
has
staple guns, and we're just stapling Swerve.
Yeah. Dude, Swerve is sitting there, he gets stapled. He's fucking laughing off the staples. He stands up and goes fucking John Wick on the EVPs and the Elite. He staples Jack Perry. He staples Hangman. He staples the Jacksons. Okada flips him off. He staples Okada's finger. Hangman tries to do a buckshot behind him. Swerve dodges, and he ends up buckshotting Okada. Absolutely crazy sequence. It was insane.
This whole match, again, I want to say my expectations, they weren't low, but they definitely weren't high.
Yeah, it was mixed because it was a weird cast, like you said. It was a weird build, and it's exactly what I said too. It's like we have the weird build up to it, but the match itself is going to be fucking fire, and that's exactly what happened. Like,
it was very good.
They're having such a problem with builds and stories, but the matches themselves are fucking bangers. Deliver. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know what's going on, but it's getting...
I can't complain too much. It was a really fucking good match.
Yeah.
And I love wrestling, dude. Like,
I do too.
A lot of people are a little critical
of the ending.
Two things. One, the chair shot to Jack Perry. Well, Jack Perry, again, the reason I say he's like the fucking champion of this match is because he like took so many fucking different things.
Yeah. They
had handcuffed at the end. They were just fucking unprotected chair shot. Actually, a deleted. Did you see the deleted tweet from Corey Graves?
I did not.
He said, "This is not meant to sound judgmental." But by the way, I love this because I love the idea of just like people in WWE watching AEW.
Yeah.
I obviously know it happens, but like Corey Graves, for some reason that just pops me. He said, "This is not meant to sound judgmental or incite us versus them or question anybody's passion or talent or intentions. This is just coming from a guy whose career ended from a few too many accidental headshots. The art of this business is protecting ourselves and each other. Trust me, the gaps in memory are not worth it, I promise. And then the tweet was deleted.
Why was it deleted?
Because I assume people made it an us versus them thing.
I see. But no, that was like very well worded.
Yeah, and I mean, like, look, I don't fully support unprotected shots to the head. I'll go crazy for them.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's a reason people have stopped doing them.
Right. I literally wrote
concussion protocol.
My note for this part is Darby saying, "Do you quit?" And then he goes, "No." And he's, "Let's get this party started." And then after I wrote CTE, CTE, CTE.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a reason why they don't really happen anymore. And
look, again, Jack Perry is a badass for it, and CM Punk is probably seething.
Oh yeah.
For more reasons than one. Shout out Drew McIntyre. But yeah, dude. And then my second point was that Darby was like, "Give me the TNT Championship match at Wembley," and he's like, "No." And then he's like, "Give me the TNT Championship," and then Matt Jackson is like, Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Okay, then quit." And he goes, "Okay, we quit."
Yeah.
I think it was a rather goofy ending to this match.
I thought it was
to have it
fine because, like, it wasn't just like, oh, it happened after the chair shot. If it was after the chair shot and he like passed out and then they tried to like do a little bit more, it was like, okay. But the point and why I was fine with it is Darby fucking covered him in gasoline and was standing there with a lighter. Like,
oh yeah, that's true.
So it made sense to me.
I just don't think... I think the ending could have happened without him being like, "I want a TNT Championship match." Like, I think regardless, if you're trying to like protect your teammate, you just be like, "Oh, he's gonna get lit on fire. We should quit."
Sure. But also, it's a good way to do it with the story, because think of like the EVP's characters. Like, Darby can walk up to the EVPs just like in a normal backstage segment or whatever, be like, "Hey, I want a TNT shot." They're gonna say no. You know, it's like they're gonna be like, "Well, you have to earn it," and then put him through a whole bunch of shit. This way, it's like, "Oh shit, don't fuck with our boy." Like, yeah, you can have the match. You know, like, it made it feel, I don't know, the pressure of him almost lighting him on fire again, I thought helped with that. It is a little weird that, you know, no one else really comes out of this with anything except Darby. Like, Darby, like, yeah, they won.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is for me. Is
that's
like,
the
I
problem.
wish the resolution wasn't just for Darby, and like the story was about Darby and Jack Perry and less about this Elite versus AEW thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At least that's how it felt to me.
Yeah. Because they were all talking about, like, oh, let's band together for AEW, but then Darby's like, "Oh, I want a TNT shot." That makes sense. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, by no means it does not underscore how great the match was.
Yeah.
You know? It was a fantastic match.
Yeah.
And my socks were knocked.
Yeah.
And this was a good show.
Oh,
it was
also,
a very good show.
Real quick, I just want to point out that I was kind of right, and Darby hung from the top of the cage like a little gremlin, like I wanted him to.
Yeah, he almost missed that table.
He did. Very close, but he, dropped from there through a table, and, yeah, it was pretty fucking crazy.
I love that man with all my heart.
Yeah.
He's your
crazy
next TNT
show.
champion. Yeah, good show. Good show.
Great show.
Crazy week.
Yeah, very, very packed week. What do we got tonight? Tonight we got the...
SmackDown, I have no idea what's happening.
SmackDown and the Rampage Royale.
Oh, true. The Royal Rampage, you mean?
Royal Rampage. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Which apparently
winner gets
Darby is in. Did you see the clip of him coming out?
Yeah.
So he did.
After doing Blood and Guts?
Yeah,
dude?
so he did Blood and Guts and then came out in that. In the Royal Rampage.
Cooked and not in a good way.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. I'll watch that. That should be good. They do it every year, but
yeah.
This time the stipulation is winner gets a world title shot. I think before it was TNT shot.
Oh.
And
well, that's a little silly that...
I'm trying to think.
Oh, what if Hangman's in it and he wins?
You know, that could happen.
I'm going to say it.
Okay. I'm going to say it's Nigel McGuinness.
Please. That's a good idea.
He becomes world champion, faces Brian Dennison.
Yes. Yes.
You got to put it out into the universe. And
if we keep saying it, it's bound to happen. Tony Khan, book it.
Book it. We're best friends with Tony Khan.
Yeah, I have him on speed
Goo
dial.
gaga, Tony Khan.
Goo gaga, Tony Khan. Goo gaga.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Matthew
thank you so
Jackson.
much for tuning in to Dropkick the Commute. This has been a wonderful episode. Cap off a crazy week of wrestling. We don't have anything this weekend, but we do have SummerSlam next weekend.
Yes.
And you won't be here for my little party. And I'm really mad.
Keep rubbing it in.
But thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like if you like the video. It helps a lot. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. If you're on a podcast thing, too, give us a rating, because ratings help, apparently. Put us into more people's ears.
Rate us on Spotify.
Rate us on Spotify. And also, leave a comment on what you think about the content this week, because there's a lot of it, and we love engagement, and people are going crazy for Okada right now.
Oh, my God. It's
Chuck Norris, too.
Absolutely insane. 200K on TikTok and almost 100K on YouTube, so...
And also, shout out to y'all for getting us to 1K followers on TikTok. Now we can put a link in our bio.
Yes! Link tree
And
in
we
the
can
bio.
live stream.
Yeah, we can live stream. You want to do a TikTok live stream when I'm there for Bill Murray?
Sure.
Let's do it. Answering your wrestling questions live.
Wow, we're the people to ask, for sure.
It's true.
Anyways, we'll see y'all next week. This has been Dropkick the Commute, and thank you, Mufussy, for driving home with me.
Of course. This was a long drive.
It was a very long drive. I'm very tired. I'm gonna go sleep now.
Sleepy.
Beep, beep.
Dropkick the Commute, shining bright in the night. Join the conversation, be part of the crew.